According to the Cambridge English Dictionary, Instagram is a social networking service for taking, changing, and sharing photographs and video. Everyone with a smartphone or any way to get on the internet can access and use this app. The app was released in 2010 and over 150 million people have an account. Twitter creator Jack Dorsey tweeted about the app's release on the release day, and Instagram was downloaded by many of his followers. It is widely used by many photographers to help them get their name out there. Existing photographers also use the app to enhance their following to other than readers of various news sources.
Chris Ozer is a professional photographer that has worked for Facebook, Nike, Samsung, and Evernote. He left his desk job at New York University in order to pursue photography. He downloaded Instagram the day it came out. He started off by just uploading pictures, not realizing what could come of it. His account currently has over 650,000 followers. According to Forbes, Ozer stated, "Instagram has certainly helped accelerate my career. It gave me exposure, and that's what you really need. I've been on print campaigns where the art director will come up and tell me they love my work on Instagram." Instagram also helped to jumpstart Nesrin Danan's career as a photographer. Danan started becoming interested in photography her freshman year in high school, and has led her studying photography at the Portland State University. Danan specifically takes photographs of people in the music industry, and her clients include Bose, Google Photos, Coca-Cola, M&M's, and many more. She became popular through Instagram and currently has over 85,000 followers. Like Nesrin Danan and Chris Ozer, Sam Elkins also uses Instagram to get his name out in the photography world. He has about 560,000 followers on Instagram. Sam is 19 years old and graduated from high school last year. He recently moved out of his parents' house and has lived in Portland, Oregon, San Francisco, and Salt Lake City since moving out. Some of his clients include Free People, Aeropostale, PYLO Clothing, Icelander, Google, and Camelback.
Some students are even getting their career started while still in high school. Brandon Abate is a senior at Plymouth High School in Canton, Michigan, and has an Instagram following of 10,300 people. Brandon says, "Instagram has opened many doors in my life in the last few years. The community provides new ideas and advice from my peers. I started with a small following and eventually grew to 10.3 thousand followers by simply posting and accepting the advice given to me to better myself and my work, and actually putting the advice to use. Instagram allowed me to connect with companies to do paid work and further push my name into the digital world. I currently am first known as the Photographer Kid and then Brandon. Instagram suggests my name to people in our area, allowing for the spread of the business to local companies and local Instagrammers looking to get a photographer for their next event. Instagram is everything to my job. Without it, I wouldn't be the self-employed photographer that I am." Brandon has become so popular that he is now working with local clients in the Metro Detroit area. Brandon has worked with Yuzo Soaps, Marin Costello Jewelry, and Ramen Straps. He is currently working on a deal with Moment. Brandon also has friends that are photographers. Brandon says, "I knew all of them individually prior, and I decided to get us all together to hang out, and it developed into what is now a days. We help each other grow and teach each other stuff every weekend. It's amazing and encouraging to work with peers with similar interests and talents." Two of these peers are Noah and Beckett Watson, who are also getting a following on Instagram. Noah and Beckett Watson are seniors in high school in Canton, Michigan. Noah has 1,600 followers and Beckett has 1,100 followers on Instagram. They both take senior portraits as self-employed photographers.
Instagram is not only helping out amateur photographers, but also professionals. When Instagram first launched, their first major partnership was with National Geographic. The original intent was for National Geographic photographers to share their knowledge about photography to Instagram users. This intent quickly shifted. Now, many photographers on assignments for the magazine will record their travels with National Geographic's followers. This has many benefits, including that people who wouldn't normally read National Geographic can still access some of the stories photographers share. John Sandmeyer, a National Geographic photographer, was in South Sudan working on a story. He said, "There's a dreadful health crisis occurring right now in Yida. Over the past 8 months, more than 60,000 Sudanese have fled the fighting around the Nuba mountain region of Sudan. And in just last month, health conditions have deteriorated to catastrophic levels. Death rates due to acute malnutrition among children have reached more than double the typical crisis level. The problem is not lack of food, it's sanitation and clean water. With the beginning of the rainy season in recent weeks, malaria is exploding." Without Instagram, many would never know this story exists. This story reaches a much broader audience with presence not only on Instagram, but also Twitter and Facebook. A presence on Instagram not only helps to spread stories, but also to give exposure to other existing photographers that are already well established in the field. Some accounts, like The New Yorker, allow photographers to take over their account for a day or some other specified amount of time. The photographer shares their images on that particular account. It gives this photographer exposure to a wider audience and in turn helps to grow their following. Ed Kashi took over The New Yorker's account and after one day of that takeover gained 1,900 followers.
Feature accounts are another way for photographers to get their name out there. Those who run the account go through many photos that photographers tag them in to show us the best. Photographers use the hashtag created by the feature account in order for the owner of the account to see the photo.
The page Waiting on the World has over 713,000 followers and has posted over 8,165 pictures that feature other photographers who also use Instagram to show their work. Their hashtag, which has been used over 1 million times, is hashtag FTWOTW and means featuring Waiting on the World.
The portrait page was created by Eric Mercado to feature solely portraits that were submitted. The page has over 411,000 followers and has posted 1,528 photos. Those who use the self-named hashtag portrait page.
Falling in Black and White is Worth the Fight features black and white photography. Falling has 39.2 thousand followers, and Black and White is Worth the Fight has over 8,000 followers. You can just tag the accounts in order to be featured.
Dark Mornings also features photographers who focus on portraits and has 347,000 followers. They use the hashtag #KebAndEmily, which is inspired by the creator of the page and the contact person Emily Mortimer.
Dark Beauty Magazine is an online magazine that features both artists, photographers, fashion designers, actors, and musicians. They feature those who like dark glamour. They have 342,000 followers on Instagram.
Instagram has forever changed the game of photography. Photographers that range from amateurs to professionals can now share their photography to an amazingly broad community of people. Instagram is not just an app, it's a tool that has changed the lives of many by being exposed and popularized by followers and jump-started the careers of many new and upcoming photojournalists.